over some of the information that we've learned or come to know through investigation. Some of the questions that you had earlier, we'll have some answers for. And unfortunately, we still have some that we can't answer, but we do have an update for you. So with that, I'll turn it over to Anne Arundel County Executive Stephen Shue.
County Executive Steve Shue. As we reported earlier today, there's been a terrible tragedy here in Anne Arundel County. There was an active shooter incident. 5 people are dead, several more are wounded and in the care of Anne Arundel Medical Center. The shooter is in our custody and being interrogated as we speak. I want to acknowledge the tremendous work of our public safety professionals today, particularly the Anne Arundel County Police Department, the Annapolis City Police Department, and the Anne Arundel County Sheriff's Office. They were on the scene in about 60 seconds. But beyond that, they went immediately into that building without a moment's hesitation and demonstrated incredible courage. And we are so deeply appreciative of their great work. It could have been a lot worse. Governor Hogan.
Well, I want to thank you all for being here. Obviously, our hearts go out to the victims and their families. And I just want to reiterate, County Executive Shue, it's all 3 county agencies, the city police force, county police, the sheriff's department. We have, I think, 10 different other agencies backing them up. All the state police agencies are here as well, federal partners. And, it's a tragic situation, but there were some very brave people that came in and kept it from being even worse. And the response time was incredible. So that's all I have to say.
Chief Grant.
Good afternoon. I promised you guys an update.
See who you are.
Deputy Chief William Cranf, the Anne Arundel County Police Department. So the building as we speak is now tactically secured, and what that means is our SWAT team and our quick responders have been through the building. It is secure as far as there are no more persons in the building that are a threat to anyone else. We did recover what we thought may have been an explosive device that has been taken care of. With members of the bomb squad on scene, we don't anticipate having any more explosive devices. What is happening now that you see behind me is that our Criminal Investigation Division, the actual investigators, are now taking over the scene. We have released it to our members of the Criminal Investigation Division so they can start the process of identifying what occurred and how it occurred and why it occurred. The individuals in the building that were escorted out safely, they were taken to a reunification area over at the Annapolis Mall. We brought Jen Corbin in from our crisis intervention team, who's going to say a few words in a moment, to talk with the witnesses, some of the victims, and the police officers who responded. At this time, we're going to continue the investigation, and we'll have an update for you later on this evening, and I believe Ryan's going to give you a time for that. Jen?
Can you give us the numbers, please? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen Corbin with Anne Arundel County Crisis Response. We have been on several different sites working with both witnesses and police officers following the incident. We will be working continuous throughout the night, both on a phone line and throughout to assist. We are mental health clinicians that will be working both with the witnesses and the officers for the next day or so. So that's what we'll be available for throughout.
Thank you, Jen. I have one more item. This area, the area of the mall, the area of Bestgate Road, is going to be closed for an indefinite amount of time. I can't tell you when it's going to reopen at this point, so if you've received calls, please let them know what occurred and why we have it shut down. The investigation is going to continue into the evening hours, and at that time, when we get more information, I will have another update for you.
Do you have a motive at all? Can you or the state's attorney address that? Is the suspect being cooperative? Is he answering your questions?
Yeah, I can confirm that we have the suspect in custody. They're currently interviewing him right now. The only other information that I have from questions that was asked earlier is we don't have an identification on him yet. We do know he's a white male, adult male, and the gun that was used is described as a long gun. So I don't have the specifics on that, but we do know it was a long gun. And as we continue to get information, we'll make sure that we continue to put that out. We have no information on. Yeah, we're still doing interviews and still doing that. He was taken into custody. He was taken into custody by officers. There was no gunfire exchange between officers and the suspect. Since we were able to get here very quickly, and just something for you guys to know, you know, we have a unified training on how to respond to active shooters, and that's what made one of the major things that made this a huge success. So law enforcement agencies around the entire United States train the same way for these active shooters. Since we've had critical incidents like this, very easy for officers to get together from other jurisdictions. It's the terminology that's needed to go in and effectively locate a suspect in an active shooter situation and take care of that target inside there. So during an active shooter. Sorry, say it again.
Did he shoot through windows or doors?
I can't answer that right now. That's something that's going to be determined by our investigators as they go through and process that crime scene. So it's going to be a very long night. We anticipate having another update at 8 o'clock. Any information that's new, I'll give out then and make sure that you guys have all that information and any updates as we go along. Anything we can put out.
How many victims are in the hospital?
We can confirm that 5 are deceased, and we're still working on injuries-free guys to get a good number. So we're working on that, but it's estimated around 3.
Can you tell us how many people were in the newsroom when this happened?
I don't know how many were in the newsroom, but I know we have approximately 170 that we were able to safely evacuate out of that building and transport safely over to meet with family and friends over at the Annapolis Mall. 8 o'clock will be our next update. I don't have any other answers for you. Any other updates will get out at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much.